listen-only mode.
Good morning, world, and very welcome to this OneCoin webinar, a special occasion today, this Saturday, the 30th of April. My name is Jan-Erik Nyman. I also am a big part of this amazing opportunity, OneCoin. I want to welcome everyone. I can see we have people from Asia, we have people from Europe, and we have some people from the American Peninsula. South America, so to speak. We also have people from Bangladesh, so very welcome to all of you. I'm going to turn over the call to our speaker, the top leader and my friend since 24 years, Mr. Kenny Nordlund. I think he is in Thailand at the moment.
Absolutely. Thank you, Jan-Erik, and good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're calling in from. It's great to have this webinar today. It's great to see. I still see people calling in. So, of course, keep calling in. Welcome everybody to this webinar. We'll say that after being 20 years in this industry, actually about end of August last year, I met my friend since 2000, Juha Parhiala. That you all know, the #1 earner, not only in OneCoin, but in the MLM industry. And he was telling me about the amazing thing of OneCoin, about cryptocurrency, and about the amazing Dr. Rusha, and how she's the difference with OneCoin and all other crypto companies working out there. And actually in late January, we got started, and it's been a phenomenal 3 months in this company. It feels longer because so much has happened, so many success stories already, and they're just popping up everywhere. And actually, traveling around, was in Singapore. I haven't met you actually since January when we got started. He's been traveling all over Asia, as you know. So we figured out a way to meet, and he invited me and Caroline to his house here in Thailand. It's a beautiful place. Spending a few days together, so very excited. Of course, talking about old things, talking about things today, and especially talking about the future. It's just crazy to see. The other day there was a team here from the Philippines. Just amazing stories. People crying with tears in their eyes, hugging and thanking you for their life totally changed in 6 months, in 12 months, and this is what this business is about. So I'm sitting here actually. It's actually pouring down rain here in Thailand, which Thailand needs after actually being in pool, I'll say a few hours, sitting beautiful so I will leave over Juha to talk a little bit, of course, about things, and it's cool to see people are still calling in on this call. So exciting things. So my dear friend, the #1 earner in network marketing, in OneCoin, and the man who's actually changed so many lives the last 1.5 years. In OneCoin, but for many years in network marketing, but yes, broke the record after record after record in OneCoin. So over to you, Juha.
Thank you, Kenny, and thank you, Jan-Erik Nyman. And good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are. We are here in Thailand, and it's a little bit over 4 p.m. Yeah, and the rain coming here. As many maybe know, and maybe not know, that I have been worked and based in Asia for a very long time, and I have working with a couple of companies over the years in Asia. And when I actually met Dr. Rusha back in January 2014 and start talking about the cryptocurrency and talk about the future of payment and the changing what's going to happen in the world. And of course, I was, as many people are, not really comfortable to know, because my knowledge about cryptocurrency at that time was very small. I knew at the time that people done Bitcoins and people that make money in Bitcoins, but I don't really understand that Bitcoin actually was the payment solution. And we're really to the future of the payments and what's going to happen in the future. We are on the way to go an amazing future cryptocurrency. So what I want to tell people and what I
I'm sorry, Juha. I think we
have many people reading about things on Facebook.
Hello, Juha. We can barely hear you. I don't know. Is there anyone else using the internet where you are? If so, you can please just ask them not to do it because we can barely hear you. It's just very bad sound.
Is it
okay?
cutting off?
Yeah, it's cutting off all the time. I can hear every 3 words. So if someone...
Oh, sorry. I think that because it's raining and thundering here,
okay.
So that can maybe be one of the reasons that is cutting a little bit.
Yeah, now it's better. Now it's better, Juha. Now it's better. Continue, please.
So what I'm going to do is that I can talk a little bit slower. So it's yeah. So everything is about when I started with OneCoin and I'm starting really to see what Russia's thinking about how she's going to build this company. And people writing me on a daily basis about they read on this on Facebook, they read on that on the internet, and whatever they do. And they ask me if that is true or not. And I also always reply them, did you see this news coming from our back office in OneCoin? Did you see this news coming out on a newsletter? No, but my friend in that country, you heard that from that country, that I'm from that country. So I said always that if the news is not coming from OneCoin back office, OneCoin newsletter, or announcement of the statements, what we have on the weekly call from Russia, then it's not true. So the believe and trust what Russia building in this company is for a long-term business. Long-term business is that you can never ever go into this kind of a business what Russia building and think that you can double your money in the 3 weeks or 6 weeks or 10 weeks. We're looking at a business was going to be running at 2017, 18, 19 and over many, many years. And in Asia, I'm building now OneCoin business very, very big. And my words to the people is that trust and believe in the company and see this as a long-term opportunity, because there's going to be 2 ways people can earn money in our business. The first way is actually when they're building the network. That will actually make that they can running the business, they can do the business on the weekly basis, on a monthly basis, and meeting people and involve people in our business. But what actually going to make us rich is the day we go out to the market, we can start to exchange our coins. And that is the hardest part, what Russia working on to put everything together. We have to understand one thing with Dr. Russia. She not coming from the MLM world. Dr. Russia coming from the banking and finance world. So she know exactly what she's doing and talking about. And this is, I think, the main reason why OneCoin is so successful. The other thing is with network marketing and this kind of business we're doing, is about relationship. Relationship is that to trust our leaders, then our leaders giving you the right information about our business. We starting in business only for one reason, because we trust our friends, we trust our leaders, and the leaders give us an opportunity to change our lives. And when I starting with OneCoin, I never ever see and believe that OneCoin will be in this situation where we are today with nearly 1.9 million members. And in the next coming weeks, we're going to reach 2 million members. And that is an amazing record, and everything is built on trust belief, and relationship, not about the product. The product will be there, the cryptocurrency will be there in time, world changing. Japan today accept cryptocurrency as a real currency. US has said that cryptocurrency is a commodity. European Union says it's an asset. Many banks starting to do their own cryptocurrency, countries looking for do cryptocurrency. Blockchain is on everybody's lips working in the finance world. On the weekly and daily basis, on papers and news all over the world, they're talking about the blockchain, they're talking about the cryptocurrency, they're talking about the payment of future. So that is my word to you. Trust and believe in the company and build your business with relationship and have the long-term business in your mind.
Thank you, Juha. It's amazing to sit and listen here to Juha. I thought, since I'm sitting here right across to him, I thought I'd ask him a couple of questions. Obviously, everybody, there's two things here that Juha is talking about. There's two things we're out talking about. Obviously, number one is we're talking about the coin. We're talking about taking part of the coin, mining it and getting your coins, and of course you wanting to have as many coins as possible in OneCoin. Obviously, when you look 2 years ahead, 3 years ahead, and the value there, I'd just like to start with that and ask you, where do you see the coin? I'm actually, from you being in the company, pioneer, building this up. You are OneCoin, but what is your if you look 1 year ahead and if you look 2 to 3 years ahead, where do you see OneCoin, the coin, being?
What I can see and what I know, and the knowledge of what I know where the company is going to go. Today we have a difficulty of 57 when we're mining the coins, and the value of the coins is €5.65. And if we look where going to coins be in the end of this year, we're going to have couple of more splits, and if I calculate it, because this is everything about calculation, this is not numbers I can think that it's already done. It's everything is about mathematics, it's about how many tokens is in the mining, the turnover in the company, how many people who actually mine the coins. So I think that in the end of this year, I think the difficulty will be between 100 to 120, 125. That means that at the end of this year we will have a coin value of roughly about €9.50, maybe up to €11.50. If we then see when we go on to 2017, the value of the coins will rise very slow but very strong. So the end of next year, the coin value will be somewhere between 18 to 25 euro, and that is before we go out what we're talking about, the exchange market. But before we go out to the exchange market, also things gonna happen on the way. But the exchange market, from that day, it's demand and supply. So there is what we think the coin value will be, and what people talking about the coin value will be. And if I only listen what Dr. Rusha say, that her goal 2018 to have this coin value very stable around 80 to 120 euros at the end of maybe 2018, or up to maybe 150 euros. We're talking about a very long-term business. We're talking about a payment solution. The worst thing what's going to happen to the coin is that the coin will run up to very high prices and then goes down. What's actually happened with Bitcoin when they're starting to buying and selling them back in 2013. If that happens, there is not a solid payment solution. So what she actually building, she not only building demand, she building the supply side to build a long-term payment solution, what is not demand on the value of dollar is, or the value of the gold is, or what the value of the euros, or whatever currency you have. If it happens an earthquake in Japan or a war in Iran, Iraq, it depends on demand and supply, and that is how she wants to build this payment solution. And what she wants to do, she wants to connect all these things in one big finance network. So actually OneCoin is on the way to be one of the biggest finance technical company in cryptocurrency. So the future for the company is very, very positive, very, very big, because we have the whole world as a market with the payment solution and how we see the coins.
Wow, Juha, thank you. Well, that was with the coin. The second part, of course, is the business opportunity, the network side. And I mean, Juha, you're, of course, the #1 earner in network marketing and in the OneCoin by far. And it's fun to basically see that if you look on the list at Business for Home, you're actually more than several times top earner than the #2. But this all comes from, you know, the hundreds and hundreds of people that are earning, maxing out the comp plan every single week, of making more than 35,000 euros. It comes from the 30,000-40,000 earning 1,000 to 2,000 euros per week. And, you know, I don't know if it's 100,000 or 200,000 people earning, you know, everything from 500 to 1,000 euros per week. Just amazing. And I met the last couple of days here several people that this has changed their life from different places of the world, here in Asia, or actually from the world, I would say. But what's your feeling looking at that, seeing the people, the network part of this, that OneCoin and you have broken every single record on the planet for one of the biggest industries in the world, that's over a 60-year-old industry. In 1.5 years, you've broken every single record there is in network marketing.
Yeah, that is again, when I come back to what I'm talking about in the beginning. In the beginning, everything is about relationship. And when I started to talk with my friends, when we started OneCoin, nobody of us actually believed that we can build OneCoin as big as we had and changing so many lives. And you have to understand one thing, that OneCoin is probably the first company in the world who are actually changing people's lives. And now we don't talk about people who are making 500,000 a month or 1 million a month or 300,000 a month. We're talking about people who are making between 1,000 to 2,000 to 3,000 euros a week. And if we're talking about that, we have built maybe 20, 30, 40, 50,000 people who are making that amount of money from 500 euros up to 3,000 euros. That made not only that we changed their lives in Asia, we are also changing the family's lives. And that means that hundreds of thousands of people's life is changing because they're starting to make money in the network company. And these people have maybe been in many networks before. And you have to understand that OneCoin is not an MLM company. We are actually a network company with an affiliate program. We're doing training and education. And the most important thing, we don't take any monthly fees from our members. We don't take any yearly fees from our members, because we don't need that kind of money to build one of the biggest companies in the world. And now people they're starting to understand that this company actually, also on the short term, when a network is starting to build their own network, it's not about selling the big packages. It's not that everybody needs to have a pro or a tycoon or infinity in the beginning. We're building an army of people who are starting with 530 euro packs. And if we're building an army with 530 euro packs all over the world, and everybody upgrade to later to maybe a pro trader or to tycoon, and they still have the opportunity to get hold on the splits, because there's no time limits when you can put a new package on top on your old package. And exactly what me and Kenny talked about yesterday, that the countries where Frank is now, in Tanzania, in Uganda, and Kenny said, they buy small packages. I said, don't worry about that, Kenny. It's better to sell 100, 500 euro packs than sell 10 tycoon, because you have 100 soldiers who are going to talk about what they have made. They have made 100 euros, 200 euros, 300 euros, the first money in the business. And when they do that, 100 people talking with 10 people, you have 1,000 people. When 1,000 people talking with 10 people to put 500, we have 10,000 people. When these first 100 starting to upgrade, we're building an army of people all over the world who make money, and that is the most important thing.
Wow, I don't know what you think yourself. I get goosebumps here sitting listening to you with my 20-year experience in network marketing, and with my experience from OneCoin since starting looking at it seriously from September last year, and then obviously started since January. I know I'd like to ask one last question to you, and that is, there's people on this line calling in from around the world. Some are interested in the product, the educational product, being a miner. They want as many coins as possible, which everybody on the line wants, obviously. And then you have the people that are the builders. You know, they want to be one of them, maxing out. There is people on the call that is maxing out, we know that, but they people that want to hit the list. They want to earn 35,000 euros a week. They want to do 100,000 euros a week. They want to build this big. Could you give them just one tip, one word on that, you know, to move forward and succeed and take their business to another level?
Yeah, this is a very important question, what Kenny asked me. This is also, when I'm doing meetings, I talk a lot about. That is that if you don't give your people, your downline, your new people, the right information about our business, then these people start talking about the wrong way of our business. So our really key thing is that you have to train and talk with the people that, hey, this is not a short-term business. You need to educate and train everybody you're taking in. Because in network, if you sponsor in one person, you are responsible for that person, because you have taken in that person to the business. You need to teach them about the education pack. What is the education pack? What can you learn from the education pack? The education pack has actually nothing to do with OneCoin. Education packs has done. How can you do profit in the future from cryptocurrency? How can you actually learn how to trade cryptocurrency? He's talking about the stock market, he's talking about the forex market, but the absolutely key thing is teach, and teach them again. Follow the back office, follow the news, and give the right information. Be on the calls, go on the events, listen to the leaders. You can also, wherever leaders are, when you see a meeting, where am I? Cambodia, Jakarta, Bali, Vietnam, whatever it is. You can always send leaders there. Tell them when they come to the meeting, ask for me. That they don't have, you never ever have to be scared that somebody gonna cross-line recruiting or whatever it is, because that is, if we know cross-line recruiting, absolutely we close the positions, because that is not the real way to do the business. Stay where you are, build your business. There is no better place than where you are today. You are in the system of the best top leaders, top trainers, and Kenny as an upline, he's an amazing teacher, and that is what everything's about. Teach, train, and learn. Thank you.
Thank you, Juha. It's awesome to be here with Juha, and I hope, and I see on the comments here, how people are extremely excited about this webinar. I've already got comments on my phone also while Juha is speaking here. I'd like to just say a few things before we end off today's webinar, and that is the following. Great news, of course, is that the 10% extra tokens is extended. You have some more time to work around that, so get to work with that. Also, one of the most awesome news, and this shows how we're going from step to step to step, is that you can actually use Bitcoin as another payment way to purchase your educational packages, and you also will be able to take out your commissions from your cash account into Bitcoins very, very soon. This is fantastic news, and also in some market it actually opened up the business to work easier where there's issues with paying the educational packages and so on. So it makes it even more attractive to build international business, which is a part of it. There's many meetings going on all over. Make sure to use all these meetings. I've been here with Mr. Michal Petrovic, that's also here. And with Ed Ludbrook and Kari, ambassador, we're doing a 2-day weekend training in Belgrade for the Balkan markets. This will be an amazing weekend. I'm looking forward to be there, doing several meetings around in Sweden and other markets prior to that. And obviously, the event, the 11th of June. This is what you need to focus at. This is the #1 focus you need to think of. First of all, you want to be meeting Dr. Rusha. This is, of course, the #1 thing for you there. Secondly, this is the next time you can actually meet, of course, Mr. Juha will be there, one of the main speakers on this event. And to hear from him right away, just like you did on this webinar, is awesome. But don't think about being there yourself. Now, if you want to build your team, I mean, you want to explode your team, this is how you should think of. You want to have, your top 10 people there, your top 20 people there, your top 50 people there, your top 100 people there, depending on how big your team is. And I mean, if you have a goal today to have 25 people in London, I would say that's fantastic, but why not go for 50 people? If your goal today is to have 50 people on the London event, why not go for 100? If your goal is to have 100 people there, why not go for 200 people on the event? Because I'm sure your business will and help new people earn money like they've never ever seen before and secure their future, their family's future, building their coin, meaning the amount of coins in their portfolio, which is a part of what we're doing in the concept, of course. So make sure to book the 11th of June, use the different meetings. It's actually Saturday today, so that means you have all up till Sunday evening to create your Monday happiness, which is your bonus, and work, which is about showing people this business. And if you show 10 people this business properly, you will have a result. If you show 50, you will have a bigger result. 100, even bigger result. So this is what it's all about: sharing this opportunity, not selling it, but sharing it, because people will join with what package they feel good for them, and if they like the concept, and if they like you. Otherwise, you just talk to the next person. So exciting times. We thank you for calling in from around the world, and it's great to be here, and say bye-bye from me and Juha.
Bye-bye, everybody, and see you in London.
See you in London the 11th of June or before around. So have a great day, morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are.
And weekend.
And weekend, of course. Happy Mondays on Monday. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.